Jimmy! I'm in the car Pettigrew, he's driving and I'm passengering to the best of my goddamn ability.
I'm doing a fine job.
I'm doing a mighty fine job. And we just came out of 10 Cloverfield Lane. The traffic there was terrible. Oh! Etc. So, yeah. First off, if you're expecting a sequel or a prequel or an anything quill to Cloverfield, dash those hopes.
Forget about it.
It's not even a thing. I mean, you'll see why the film is called that, but I mean, it's very unrelated to that. Very much so. Like, I couldn't find any connections at all.
Not a single one.
Not
maybe
a
as an
diddly.
Easter egg that we missed, perhaps, but certainly not in any meaningful way.
I thought maybe when she's listening to the car radio, she might pick up a transmission or something. But beyond that, no. Oh, by the way, this is a spoiler-free one, because I mean, this is going to be a very short video because there's only so much we can talk about it without really talking about it. The premise of it is Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim is in a car crash. She's driving away from her old life. She was engaged or something. She has a fight with a boyfriend. She's in a car crash. She wakes up in John Goodman's cellar, hatch, basement. It's this underground sort of bomb shelter. He's one of those survivalists, doomsday planning guys.
Yeah, preppers.
Preppers. There we go. That's the one. And he establishes early on. Listen, you were in a car crash. I rescued you, and then we learn more from there. There's another guy. What's his name? Emmett. Or something.
Yeah, I think it was Emmett actually. Yeah.
Guy with a beard and a broken arm. He's in there as well. He explains. He gives us a bit of background, a little bit of exposition. So that was nice of him. But beyond this, it's a really intense mystery. It's a claustrophobic thriller where we don't know. John Goodman says, "Listen, there's been an attack up there on the surface. We can't go up. We've got to give it a year, 2 years tops. We don't know. It's not safe up there. We've got to stay down here." And for quite a bit of the movie, you're wondering, is this just BS? Has he just made this up, or is this guy just crazy? The answer is not quite as cut and dry as that at all.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
It's like a good old-fashioned exploration of the unreliable narrator, I think, the best way of describing that movie.
Yes.
You get told a lot of things from 2 or 3 different people, and it's up to you to piece it together. The movie's not going to do it for you.
No, you decide which. It's kind of like a make your own adventure.
Yeah,
it's like choose your own adventure. That's it. It's like, well, all of these things are potentially happening. You decide which one is what's happened to you. That's not to say the movie doesn't have an ending. It does have an ending that sheds some light on it. You won't leave the cinema in complete mystery. You'll leave it with your heart in your mouth, given all the adrenaline that's happening. And it's like, honestly, the tension, the suspense, it's because these people don't want to be in this hutch, really. They don't want to be stuck down here with John Goodman, who they don't quite trust.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I will say is I'm glad that those seats were so uncomfortable, because I spent most of the time right on the edge of it. No one's likable. Absolutely no one. Don't know who to trust, not even Ramona Flowers.
Not even Ramona Flowers.
You don't know how trustworthy she can be.
You don't.
And it's up to you to decide who the main protagonist is, and they give you ample opportunity to make a choice of any 3 main characters.
Yeah, you kind of take turns relating to each one of them.
Yeah, they allude to a lot about each character as well.
Yeah.
But again, it lets you make up your own mind.
You decide, yeah.
About each one, like, think about touching each other. It's weird.
Yeah,
Don't know why that's there.
it's odd, but John Goodman's character, Howard, he's got issues. If that's not clear from the off, he's got issues. He's he plays it like he's almost on the spectrum somewhere. He's a little unhinged, a little aloof,
Yeah, I thought it was a bit PTSD because of his naval days. But then again, was he really part of the Navy?
We don't. Yeah, you can't. Who bloody knows? I mean, we assume so, but
who knows?
There's Yeah, I mean, Cloverfield. The actual Cloverfield movie from what, 2009, 2007? God, 7. Jesus, that movie the mystery was, what does the monster look like? Really, the mystery here is, what the hell is going on and who's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll just, I mean, you kind of find out relatively early on what's going on the surface, but you don't know if that's the real.
As it seems.
Yeah, there might be more to it than that. And just when you get lulled back into a false sense of security, it was like, oh, I guess maybe down here isn't so bad. No, it is. No, it is.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not great. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's not comfortable viewing at all, but it's amazing what they do with like this. They announced this movie last month.
Was it?
It was like February.
Well, it would have been January or February.
It was. They announced it like they were like, oh, by the way, 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's happening next month. What?
No viral guerrilla marketing
Nothing.
for this one.
Diddly. It doesn't.
JJ.
Doesn't bloody need it. Doesn't need it. They were they just made this in a month or something. They filmed this in a month and they were like, all right, let's put this out. Nobody cares. I'm making Star Wars. They don't,
Quick fucking edit. And we're
yeah,
done.
Back to Tatooine I go. Off he goes. Yeah, but it's like it's a superb show, man. It's a tour de force for John Goodman.
Yeah, for sure. John Goodman is exceptionally good at it.
Again, it's uncomfortable viewing, but he's great.
And he swings from being caring and being nice and friendly to
sinister
to
and
psychotic.
imposing and just he's
it's effortless and it seems natural. It always seems natural. It never seems forced. Like
we know John Goodman. He's the nice guy. He's your pal. He's your mate's best friend in the movie that he's in. He's Sully from Monsters Inc. He's not now.
No.
I need to watch all of Roseanne, Monsters Inc. and Monster University, and the Transformers 4, where he's a voice of he's a voice of one of the Autobots.
I have
He's one of the
idea.
Autobots that looks like John Goodman. He's a John Goodman looking Autobot.
In the fourth one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. But beyond that, I can't recommend this movie enough. It's fantastic. Don't do what we almost did and watch Batman vs Superman.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I mean, okay, do that, but don't watch it for a third time, which is potentially what I was going to do. And watch this instead, because it's because wow, basically. Because wow. So those are our thoughts on 10 Cloverfield Lane. If you like this vid, please click like, subscribe, view, share, and all the usual jazz. And I'll see you later on.